gnocchi.
I'll take your word. It's a little too rich for my stomach still.
It's okay, just a bite. I think it's a lamb ragu with just a scoop of cold ragout.
Welcome to Dave's Cooking Show, and for you today, we're bringing, again, another dish from the realm of fantasy into reality. This is Carmela's Lamb Ragu Gnocchi. Or gnocchi with a lamb ragu, whatever. Anyway, to start off, we have 1 pound of ground lamb, a couple of tablespoons of olive oil are in there, and basically we're just going to brown this up, seasoning, of course, with salt and pepper. That's really all it is to this first step. And once it's done, transfer to a colander, drain it, and set aside. And to the same Dutch oven that we cooked our lamb in, time to add mirepoix. That's basically 1 carrot that I diced up, 1 celery stalk that I diced up, and 1 onion that I diced up. And you can add a little bit more oil in here if you want. And basically you're going to want to cook this until they're soft, not, totally brown, just soft, about 10 minutes. Then you're going to want to add 2 cloves of garlic that are minced up. I don't know if I shot the garlic being added, but there we go. Okay, unfortunately, I'm still kind of learning the ropes with this new camera. So, obviously, there have been some skips stepped over. After about, 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, I added the lamb back. I also deglazed the pan with 1 cup of red wine. And you just kind of want to simmer this. Again, don't be intimidated by a ragu. It does take time, but it is really simple if you just follow the steps. So again, just give this a couple of minutes. You want to reduce the wine by roughly half. Okay, now that the wine is roughly reduced by half, now you want to add 2 cups of chicken stock, along with a 28-ounce can of San Marzano tomatoes that I pureed in the blender. Then you're going to want to also add 2 or 3 rosemary sprigs. If you can't get fresh rosemary for whatever reason, about a teaspoon of dried rosemary will be fine. You can also add a bay leaf if you want, also salt and pepper to taste. And then you're going to want to put this on a slow simmer for at least 3 hours. Again, ragu is not hard. It is time consuming though, so don't be intimidated by it. If you got nothing to do for a Sunday, perfect. So again, like I said, you're going to want to slowly simmer this for 3 hours. All right, time to do a little cooking show magic. Okie dokie, this is kind of what you're looking for in terms of simmer. We're about halfway done. We're about an hour and a half into this. We got an hour and a half more to go. Again, like I said, don't be intimidated by this. Really simple. This is also a great beer drinking dish. I mean, you got 3 hours of simmer time. Crack yourself a beer and play some Red Dead Redemption 2 and make the best lamb ragu in the universe. Okay, the 3 hours is over and the ragu is done. You want about that consistency. If you want it a little thicker, obviously more time. But now it's time to make the gnocchi. Okay, I usually talk about it. I just kind of skip over it because I expect people to know how to make pasta water. But all right, I'll show you how I do it. That's a pot of rapidly boiling water. Now I've added at least 3 tablespoons of salt. Again, you want this water fairly salty. As salty as a sea is a good measure. So again, don't worry about over-salting it. Now I'm going to let it come back up to the boil. Okay, the water has come back up to the boil. Time to add 1 pound of gnocchi to this. This will only take 2 or 3 minutes. So again, make this right at the end of your ragu. And then, just in case you need it, make sure to grab about a cup of this pasta water. You might not need it, but trust me, it's one of those things you'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. All right. One surefire way to tell that gnocchi is almost done, if not done. They love to float. All right, last thing we got to do is take the gnocchi that we drained off into a colander and add it to our ragu. And then you just want to give this a good stir around and just mix everything. And now we'll be able to move on to serving this. Okay, to serve it, get yourself a pasta serving dish. As you can see in the center of it, I have a scoop of cold ricotta cheese. And the only thing left to do is to take that hot pasta and put it over the top. And that's it. And by the way, this dish was absolutely delicious. So that's Carmela's gnocchi with lamb ragu. Done.